What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Movie Raised.
She didn't talk about her first kiss during Elle's First Thing With, but even though Jenna tries to keep her love life all to herself, we've managed to find some juicy details about who she's shipped in the past. Jenna Ortega has had a fruitful career despite her being 20 years old. Many magazines call her a star in the making, but if you ask us, she's already a star. She's hardworking, determined, and relentless, if we could describe her in 3 words. Scrolling through her extensive list of movie roles and then the list of TV roles she's taken on over the years, we found something. When Ortega attended the 20 Questions on Deadline podcast, she said, "When I was younger, Barack Obama was my first crush. I was obsessed with him. I watched the inauguration with goo-goo eyes on my face." So there you have it. Jenna Ortega's first platonic and innocent love was former President of the United States, Barack Obama. We wonder how Michelle Obama would feel about this. However, that's not all we found. We also found that Jenna Ortega was the lead in a music video from 2017 by Jacob Sartorius. Fans of Jacob will know what song we're talking about, but for everyone else, that song's name was Chapstick. In the teenage love song, Jacob and Jenna are seen locking hands together, walking along the Brooklyn Bridge, eating ice cream and cotton candy together, and taking a lot of selfies. Seems innocent, right? Well, just before the video ends, Jacob takes Jenna to a treehouse that is decorated with rows upon rows of pictures of their favorite memories. And just before the camera fades to black, Jacob and Jenna lean in for a kiss, and their lips are within 1/8 of an inch from each other. Doesn't seem too impressive? Well, then what do you say about October of 2018, when Jenna and the young actor from Shazam, called Asher Angel, smashed that like button, just like you should do it if you haven't done so already. But no, in all seriousness, what would you even say to these two attending the Venom premiere together? Even though they both refused to address any rumors that started circulating online, we still had a hunch they were lying, but that's not all that happened. These two young lovebirds even went to the 7th annual Halloween party hosted by none other than Just Jared. What was their costume? Well, they thought it would be fun if they went there dressed as a couple. That's right, they went to the party as the then-engaged power couple Ariana Grande and Pete Davidson. Okay, so they're not in a relationship, but they have no problem pretending to be one at the most prestigious party ever. You would think Jenna and Asher would have commented something by now, but we have yet to hear from them. Before him, Jenna's popularity led fans to spread rumors that she and Isaac Presley were a thing. Why? Because these two were part of the Disney show titled Stuck in the Middle. Isaac played Jenna's brother on the show, but they were a little too close to their private lives. When the fans saw this, rumors began to spread almost instantly, but Jenna hasn't said a word about this either. It seems like they were just on-screen buddies who got along pretty well together. Until February of 2019, Jenna hasn't publicly addressed any of these rumors. But then, when she appeared on the Just Between Us podcast, she said, "According to the internet, I dated like 6 guys, but I dated none of them," she denied. So that's the end of that, right? Not quite. Some people might be satisfied with this, but we're not. This was about 2019. Jenna was 17 at the time. Surely, in the 3 years since then, she has at least kissed some guy or had her heart broken. And this is when we found out the story about Kobe. Jenna's first heartbreak came when she was just 11 years old. At the time, she had a betta fish, also known as a Siamese fighting fish. His name was Kobe, and Jenna loved him with all her heart. She kept him safe and secure in a giant fish tank, but there was one problem. The fish tank had this very tiny hole at the top. It was so little you could barely fit a finger through it. That day, she went to Los Angeles for an acting job. Before going out, Jenna wanted to feed him, but for some strange reason, her sister pushed her out the door as she was trying to come in and told her, "Oh, don't worry, I fed him already." Jenna didn't think too much of it at the time, so she went to work. At the time, she was part of the Jane the Virgin set. On her way home, Jenna's mom called and told her something she never expected to hear. "You're gonna go inside," she said, "and Kobe's tank is going to be empty." Even though she didn't know how it happened, she realized that Kobe was gone, so she went to bed crying like a little baby as she remembers it. Later, her family told her that little Kobe committed suicide. He jumped through that little tiny opening at the top of the fish tank we talked about. When Jenna's sister walked through the door to go inside her room, she found his lifeless, limp body on the floor. Knowing it was too late, she didn't want Jenna to be upset and pushed her out the door that morning. Jenna's eyes swelled up with tears as she was telling the story. Now we get it. This wasn't a heartbreak caused by a former boyfriend, but it still counts for something if you ask us. According to her Instagram account and her other social media profiles, she is currently single. As we've already stated, the young actress smashed that subscribe button, just like you should do if you haven't already. But no, seriously now, Jenna doesn't like sharing details about her dating or private life. We barely know who her family is because she mentions them very rarely. She says that they have always kept her grounded and supported her in whatever career she decided to pursue. However, the young actress did mention that they were detached from the celebrity world and never showed much interest in the celebrities she was working with. In fact, the first time Jenna felt like she made it was when she came one day from work, and her parents asked her about a co-star she was working with at one of the movies or TV shows at the time. Other than that, Jenna is pretty mysterious, but she's not as smooth at concealing her emotions when it comes to Emma Myers. Emma plays Enid Sinclair on the new Netflix hit show Wednesday. The two actresses are really close in real life as well as on the show, but it seems to us, as well as to many fans of the show, that Jenna and Emma have something to hide. During most of their group interviews promoting Wednesday, they are constantly flirting with each other. Once or twice would be okay, but when you're doing that in every interview, we think there could be a sign. Some of her fans even started commenting on her Instagram post asking her to share some photos of her and Emma kissing. Now, we would call that invasive and nosy, but we can't help but feel like they're onto something. After all, Jenna did tell Pride during one of their events that she thinks Wednesday and Enid could end up together on the show. She said, "In a perfect world, we would have been a thing." We know that Jenna is down with this possibility. Then again, the young actress has been doing almost the same thing with Gwendolyn Christie, the actress that plays Principal Larissa Weems on Wednesday. Jenna even referred to the former Game of Thrones star as "my woman" when saying, "Thank you very much, woman, my woman, I love you," during an interview with TV Insider. Alas, it seems like her Instagram account was telling the truth. Jenna Ortega is currently single. The one star we think she would have looked super cute with was Hunter Doohan. These two were so cute together, but we currently found out that Doohan got married to Fielder Jewett in June of 2022, so that ship is long gone. See you in the next video!